is a lawyer, enterprise regulator group head, Jessie Mendez Salon Galleria and the Society Shop Philippines ambassador, Beauty Derm Corporation former vice governor, province of Masbate former national president, and an empowered mother of 5. Whether she is on the go, helping others, or spending time with her loved ones, she gives everything, she does her all, and that is what makes her the inspiring individual that she is today.
Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of In Love with Me, where we feature inspiring individuals who will share their amazing stories. I am your host, Mafae Yunon Velasco, and for this series, our topic is Finding Your Why. And for this episode, we have an empowered woman. She has many, many titles, so let me go through it. Ambassador of the Society Shop, Ambassador of Beauty Derm Masbate, Filipino politician, Vice Governor of Masbate Province, UP graduate, received her Juris Doctor at the Ateneo de Manila of Law to motivate us to take action today. So without further ado, let's welcome the beautiful and amazing Kay Celera Reville. Hi, Kay.
Hello, Mafae. Hi, everyone. So, let me just correct that because I'm no longer the vice governor of Masbate
Yes,
right now.
former.
I'm a former vice governor.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. But still, you
Thank you for
are.
having me here.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're finally here because I think we've rescheduled quite a few times. But again, I was still persistent on making sure that you're part of this campaign, part of this show, because I've just seen you in such an amazing light. And ever since I first met you when we were co-awardees for, what was
Yeah.
that again? I know you have many awards. So,
The Philippine Honorable Queens.
Queen.
Yeah.
And I still remember I was amazed of what you shared that day, how powerful you were on stage. So I want to discuss that and talk about it and share it with everyone who I know will be inspired with your story. So before I go in deep in detail with what you've achieved, can you share with everyone a little bit of your background on why you are the empowered and inspiring woman that you are today?
Wow. Big words. Thank you, Mafi, for the opportunity to join you in this show that you host every now and then. I really very happy to be here with you and to see you even virtually. We've been friends since the time that we met in that awarding day. So to share about myself,
Oh, the
well, I'm
one.
Kay. I'm a lawyer by profession, and I have 5 amazing children. Yes, 5. And I come from the province of Masbate, where I also grew up. Provinciana. Yeah, so I grew up there. I studied in a public school from grade school until high school, and then eventually I became a scholar in the University of the Philippines, where I took up my Bachelor of Tourism degree, and then later on proceed to take up my law degree in the Ateneo de Manila University. And then I never wanted to stop studying, so I kept on with a lot of other executive programs. I've been to several abroad, and yeah, just I just keep on learning. I love to learn, and well, another thing, I'm a daughter of an overseas Filipino worker. So my mom is a frontliner. She's a nurse. She was working in Saudi Arabia for like about more than 20 years. From the
Wow.
time that I started high school, she's already been there, and she's actually why I am really very studious, because I felt before that it's the only way that I can actually give back to the hard work and sacrifices of my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
yeah, that's
I love that. I love the story that you shared also that your mom worked hard as a frontliner overseas even, we have to give respect to that because I've been talking to a lot of people for this show, and the common factor of especially the women is being inspired by their mom. So, do you agree with that? Is your mom one of the, I guess, main inspirations in your life?
Yes, definitely. Until this day, she's always there for me. Mhm.
And you're an amazing mom yourself, having to have met your beautiful children. And of course, your youngest one is my goddaughter. And
Yes, and the other one you trained in
yes,
modeling, Bavik,
yes,
who really looks up highly to you.
thank you,
Yeah, that's
Bavik.
charisma on screen.
Yes, that's her, the beautiful,
Who was born, by the way, on Christmas Day, Charisma.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love that name. But going back to you wearing many hats, obviously, like you said, it's continuous learning. So I want to know, how do you balance everything? How do you balance being a mom, being a lawyer, being, educator or an inspiration to your, the people from your province? How do you juggle everything?
Okay, so when I settled into family life, I was still in college actually at that time, but then I really envisioned myself to become a lawyer someday. So it didn't stop me from pursuing that dream and goal to become a lawyer. So I really have to focus on the goal. So that means I need to do my time management really well and practice a lot of delayed gratification. Like, even if I would rather enjoy doing other things, but I needed to study, and at the same time, I needed to make sure that the kids are well in the home, then I needed to really manage my time properly. I prioritize and focus and eyes on the prize. Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
basically that's how I tried to do it, and thankfully, with God's grace, somehow I managed to take the bar just once and pass it, and yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah. And, I do want to share with everyone how amazed I am and grateful for meeting you and just seeing what you do for your people, for our fellow Filipinos. I was able to visit Masbate because of you, and just seeing you on stage, greeting, your fellow
Wow,
ma-
it's an honor to have you there, our Miss World
um,
Philippines. Imagine that.
oh, come on. Look at you. I was just sharing with some friends earlier
Mas
that
Bateñas.
Mas Mateng, you inspired me. I consider myself as a motivational speaker, but your level, the way that you share and inspire and just speak three different languages or dialects in the same go and with just the same energy, I was just like, wow. Ibasike, you're a different kind of woman that just really knows what you want in life, eyes on the prize, exactly. So, how does it feel being part
Thank
of course,
you.
the
Thank you,
government?
Mafae.
And I'm still manifesting or claiming that one day you will be the president of the Philippines. I'm still, supporting you in that dream.
That's a lot, Math. I'm really thankful for that opportunity to serve my beloved Masbateños in the past. So when I was vice governor for 5 years of the province of Masbate, it was a big privilege and opportunity to also empower my fellow Masbateños, especially that at that time when I felt that I already achieved my own personal dream for my life. Like when I became a lawyer for myself, I felt that I've already somehow reached my dream. So um, that's when I actually realized that I needed to do something more, and it has to go beyond myself and even just beyond my own family or loved ones. So having that opportunity to serve others and sharing with them is such a blessing for me. So I'm really grateful for that opportunity that I have had in the past.
And it's something to talk about, of course, your achievements and the success in your life. But I know as humans, there's times that maybe you feel off or maybe question yourself, are you on the right path? Did you ever have that experience? And if so, how did you overcome that?
Okay, so when I was there as vice governor, I know that I really did a lot of my public service. Really, like I gave it my best. But then when I ran for Congress, I didn't actually make it. So I lost in the elections. And I started questioning, I have to be here. I thought that this is my calling to be in public service. But then eventually God has different plan for my life. So I shifted into the private sector, which actually also still serves the public. So I'm now with Manila Water, and we're serving a lot of fellow countrymen. Like we have around 6 million customers receiving clean and efficient water supply and even wastewater treatment services too. So we make sure that you get the good water that has to be for your health, for especially these times of pandemic where hygiene and sanitation is most important. So I feel like maybe this is where I have to be. So with that experience, I felt that God has diverted me to something where I can also make use of my skills. So yeah, I just have to be hopeful all the time that there are better plans for me, for others. Like even when things don't go the way that we plan it to be, there may be other doors of opportunities that open up. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with that. And I mentioned earlier you're also, and you mentioned earlier also that you're a mom, and your children are so beautiful. You have such independent and also really smart kids. And I want to know, how is it in your right now? Like how are you spending time with them? How are you I guess validating them that you are doing what you're doing for them, and whatever they do, it becomes like a domino effect for a positive growth to others.
I always find motherhood a challenge ever since. There were different phases and stages of it in my life. Like I had it when I started when I was only 19. Definitely, I didn't know what to do at that time. But, it's, I believe that women has that instinct that you would just be nurturing and caring and loving, definitely, especially a child that came from your own. So, I think I just really tried to show them that whatever I do for myself, it would also redound to them. So somehow, when they see me hardworking, when they see me trying to reach for my goals and my dreams in life, then they also somehow do that. Like, um, modesty aside, my daughters right now, one is already in college. So she's in the University of the Philippines, and somehow she's following my footsteps because that's where I came from also when I was in college. And I think it's also that discipline and um, lesson of really exerting always your best and trying to give whatever that you can to always try to achieve what you want for yourself. So
Mhm.
there, but like trying to manage my time, juggling motherhood and career, I also still struggle at it, especially now that there are a lot of them. There are five of them, and it's really hard, especially this pandemic times when everybody's just virtually learning. They all have their gadgets, they all have their classes, while I'm also sometimes work from home because we do work by rotation. So yeah, it's really challenging and tough, but um, I'm really thankful to just get by day. Just like you also, Maf.
Yes. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because to me, and maybe a lot of other moms and women out there, feel as though that you are, a superwoman in their eyes. And for you to let them know that, yes, it is challenging also for you, and that you make time to reevaluate your family and yourself. It gives them validation that it's okay to feel low at times. But at the end of the day, find your track or get back on track. So maybe Kay, share with everyone, what do you do when you have me time, or to fill your cup up again and be energized for what you have on your plate?
Okay. Like I've said earlier, I'm really very studious. So I like learning. I like um, gaining more knowledge every time. So whenever I have free time, I'm always looking for courses to learn. Like I enroll in a lot of different um, trainings or uh, even online courses. I take that. I always value education because I believe that it's always the greatest leveler, and that's what I've been inculcated with by my parents since I was young. And truly, I feel that I've reaped the fruits too of that labor because modesty aside again, like after losing in the election, I was able to bounce back by at least because I feel that with my educational background, I'm able to make that shift to the private sector. So, yeah, I really advocate for studying more and always trying to add up to what you already know.
Exactly, and
That's
I
what
think
I
it
do
goes.
in my pastime. I'm such a nerd.
Okay, I mean that's a nice way of sharing with everyone that continuous learning doesn't only elevate, what you know about certain things. It's also just, it's fun, right? It's fun to learn new things. It's
Yeah,
always fun to, whatever you learn, you share it. So
that's
for me,
right.
I agree with you. Every day, it's nice to just have this fun activity and learn something new. It doesn't mean that you have to enroll in everything. Of course, Kay's
Right.
again a superwoman in my eyes, but
No.
yeah, you can just listen here and listen to Kay and what has she learned or what she can share with you right now is already something new. So to all the women and the moms that are
No,
listening
I
right
even
now,
had my
yes.
daughter enrolled with you, Mafae. Because, yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. But that's the fun thing about it. It's like the way that we, I guess, express education is like a bonding session. It's
Right.
like family time. And right here, you're, one of my good friends. I consider a sister, and I'm very intentional of learning from you right now, and just using the platform to share with everyone too. So I think you can be really creative. I think right now that's something that everybody should consider. So speaking of the lockdown, speaking of, during this challenging time, have you learned anything new about yourself?
That I what did I learn? Wait. I feel that I can always challenge myself to like I have something to admit. I'm such a weakling physically. Like I don't like exercising in the past. So I would look fit, but honestly I easily get tired and stuff. But because of this pandemic, somehow my consciousness for my health also became there. So I started doing yoga, some biking, and those things. So I enjoyed it somehow. And well, the bonus is getting fit, more fit. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
follow Kay,
yeah.
guys. She is such an inspiration online also. And I did see you on bike. Amazing, by the way. So that's why I'm very inspired by you, especially right now, because you just looking at your posts makes me get up and wanting to do a quick exercise or sit-ups or push-ups. I don't have a bike, so I can't do the biking. But apart from that, Kay, I love the fact that you're sharing again, how transparent you are about your feelings, the way that you were before the pandemic, and how it's changed you in a positive light, and through health, most especially, because I know right now that is the priority. So guys, follow Kay's lead. If you're not exercising yet, there is so many free exercises online, because I know that's what I've been doing. A quick 5 minutes, a quick 8 minutes workout with Pop Sugar, and my team knows this because I love the dancing there. So not only are you uh, just being relaxed, enjoying a fun activity, at the same time you're also taking care of your body. So okay, I know our topic is finding your why. So, can you please share with everyone what is your why and what keeps you driven to keep pursuing it?
So my why, it's really that of going beyond myself and glorifying the God that created me. So because I felt that when I just try to achieve things for myself, then it's really worthless somehow because um, it's just at the end of the day, if you don't go beyond yourself, I think it doesn't mean anything. So there's more meaning to being alive by sharing what you have or even what you can to other people. So that's my why. Like every day I try to find ways on how I can add value to others. um, Somehow I actually struggled with that because coming from being in public service, there are so many people that I'm able to help. Like every day I have so many projects and events going on that I tried to organize in the past. And then suddenly when I shifted to being in the just in private, I felt that I'm not anymore doing the things that I used to do. So I somehow went through some bouts of sadness too in my life when I
Mhm.
lost. But then I realized that I just have to dig deeper, really, and then find meaning again. Like when I
Yes.
realized that the work that I'm doing now is actually, well, although I'm not anymore like being out there in the field, um, really myself engaging with the people, but the work that I'm doing is also serving other people. In fact, more of those that I used to serve. Because, like I've said, Manila Water serves about 6 million customers, and we have a lot of other subsidiaries in other provinces other than the provinces of Rizal and Metro Manila. So, when I realized that when we deliver the water and we make sure that wastewater is treated properly, then I find meaning again. And again, I feel that, okay, I'm doing my why, like going beyond myself there.
I love that. You're very,
Yeah.
you're the most selfless woman that I know, and I really appreciate what you do, how you share your life journey, how you share your inspirations and motivations. But I do want to ask you, when I would witness you speaking on stage or your motivational talks, what is it that you do beforehand to make sure that you're in the right mindset and to be able to speak like
I
I saw you speak for like 2 hours straight with like this high energy. So I want to know how do you get yourself ready and the stamina that you have? Baka talaga. I was really like, okay, I will follow your lead somehow, some way.
Okay, so what I do, I pray. I really pray because honestly, I'm very nervous every time before speaking. But when
It's a
I'm
good
there,
show.
I just when I'm already in front of the crowd, I just um, seek it from within. Like I speak from my heart. So that's where the passion comes from. It's not anymore what I'd like others to hear about me, or like parang nagfe-fade away na lang yung nervousness because parang punong-puno yung passion ko from the inside. So that's where I get the somehow energy to get my message across to others, because I know that people are always interdependent with each other. So there will always be things that we would relate to and connect with. We may have different backgrounds and we may come from different families or even races and color, but I always think that at the end of the day, we're all humans, and we all have that innate goodness somehow in our hearts, and we have that kindness that um, behooves itself to be expressed. So yeah, that's where I get it from.
And wow, your expression and your energy is just another level. And I wish to be able to have that kind of power to exude that kind of inspiration because you were amazing.
Definitely, Mafe, you do. You have it even. For you to have this kind of show and the consistency and like doing it with a lot of people, you're empowering all of us actually.
Thank you because
It
like
has been
you're
a while that I've been on this kind of thing, and honestly, I'm really happy about it, and I thank
well,
you
maybe
for this opportunity.
again. Or maybe you should create your own show, and I will support you. I will put that in the universe, guys, because Kay, you have so much inspiration, so much knowledge, so much to share. And I pray that you do that because that's what you were doing anyway before. And, it's time to put the spotlight back on you because you are a God fearing woman that has God's works in your hands. And I'm always going to be here to support you. So I'm so
Thank
grateful that
you.
we're catching up right now. I know how amazing you are, and I hope that people who are tuned in are also inspired. Follow Kay on her social media. You will see that
Thank
she
you.
is like a model, beautiful woman that is endorsing so many products. And then
Back at you, Mav.
even more powerful, she's a mom of five, a lawyer, a former, public servant. So I will get to where you are also.
Yes, claim it. You have
And
to claim it. Yeah.
before we wrap up, Kay, because I know we can talk on and on and on. Maybe you have some words of inspiration, words of wisdom to fellow moms, fellow women, or even the youth who are struggling, especially at this time.
So, my message is to always be grateful with life. Like every day when you wake up, not everyone is given the chance again to be able to face the world and its challenges. I know that these are hard times, and we all encounter a lot of problems and dilemmas in our lives. I'm not except from any of it. I have a lot also, but whenever I feel grateful with the fact that God has given me again another chance at life, then you'll find that inspiration somehow to keep moving on and trying to accomplish what you have to do, even step by step. You don't need to conquer the world all the time, always. You're allowed to fail. I lost my elections, but I stood back up and know that I have more reasons to go on and to pursue other things, that I can also still share my talents and my skills and hopefully motivate others also. So yeah, just be focused on what you really want. So you need to do a lot of internal talk to yourself, like what is it really that you want. It's like what this show is about, finding your why. You need to know why you want to live. You need to know why you wake up to each day. So it can be raising your child, or you're having your kids, or even be becoming a good partner to your spouse, and just really doing that best that you can, because I know that there's always value to excellence also. So in whatever area of your life, when you try to achieve that excellence, and you're not just contented with being pwede na or mediocrity ganyan, parang you'd also get and reap fruits of that hard work. So yun, pero step by step lang. Don't madami din akong pinagdaanan personally. I know that ang dami ko ding learnings in life. Marami rin akong pagkakamali. But whenever I realize the mistake that I did, then that's when I start learning. And sabi nga, kung kahit madami ka na ring alam, you have to sometime unlearn too, so that you again fill yourself with more knowledge na magagamit mo. And once you have it, kailangan mo na rin i-share. Kasi kung puno ka na sa sarili mo and puro na lang papasok sa sarili, parang yun na yung mawawalan ka na ng meaning sa ginagawa mo. Kasi punong-puno ka na, you're overflowing. The overflowing should be shared. It's meant to be shared to others. So that's when you again start filling yourself, when you start giving back and paying it forward. Whatever blessings that you get, whatever um, talents that you have, don't be shy to just keep it to yourself. You're meant to express it out there to the world and um, empower others also. So yun. That's my message, Rap.
Hey, and I could listen to you for hours and hours because I know you have a lot you're just holding back. But that was amazing. I hope everybody absorbed what she shared step by step. I also learned recently that when you have a loss, or don't consider it as a loss, consider it as a lesson, and that's what Kay was also sharing here with us today. And Kay, you have a lot of people that love you that are tuned in, so maybe you can give shout outs and invite everyone to whatever you have upcoming, maybe on your social media feed, to just inspire everyone with what you're doing. So please go ahead and do your shout outs.
Okay, so shout out to my family in Masbate, the Celera family, family, my fellow beauty derm ambassadors, and Mami Raytan, who takes care of me with my skin, Nox, my Jessie
Go.
Mendez Salon staff, who are in lockdown still. Yun. Hopefully, we all recover from this pandemic. And special shout out for this month to all the teachers kasi it's Teachers Month actually. So happy Teachers Month. I know that it's hard with this pandemic. I can just imagine the struggles, especially of those from public schools in far-flung areas. Ayun, that's another topic in itself. But yeah, I'm praying for all of you that you get that strength and continue to be inspired in doing your work because you're affecting not just one child but a lot of it who would be the future of this country. So yun, parang every child that you impact your lessons to would be a lot of difference to the lives that they would have in the future. So shout out especially to all the teachers in this country.
Yes,
Yan.
happy Teachers Month. And I'm glad that you share that because I do have a platform that I can also give opportunities to teachers. So please, teachers, ma'am, sir, reach out to me and perhaps Kay, so that I can share with you what type of opportunities that I can share with you. So again, Kay, thank you so much. I love you and give hugs
I
and
love you
kisses.
too.
I hope to see you
Yeah, shout
soon.
out to my kids, Jovi,
Yes.
David, Kevin, King, Charisma.
Yes, and I hope to see you all soon, and maybe we can swim
Thank
together
you,
here
Ma.
in our building again. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that interview because this woman is amazing. She is one of my biggest inspirations, and I hope that she is able to also give you hope, most especially at this time. So, again, guys, actions speak louder than words, and thank you for tuning in this episode of In Love with Me. Thanks, Kay. Love you.
Thank you, Ma. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for watching and Love of Me series.